4, 3, 2, 1.
Hear ye, and welcome to the Lincoln Lounge for another week of the Abraham Drinking Podcast, now brought to you by Tank Telecast, swimming in booze with nothing to lose, baby. Are we drinking tonight, John? Hell yeah. This is a show where we will talk about random bullshit for the next hour to an hour and a half. We are uncensored, unedited, and no holds barred, covering anything and everything from beer to bitches, rags to riches, sports to goals, bars to cars, music to movies, just about anything and everything. Please follow us across all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You can also find us on all listening platforms such as Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, we are on iHeartRadio. As always, I'm the sexy Gretzky George Gretzky alongside Joe Sonda John Ruolo. John, how the hell are you tonight?
Good.
Doing
good?
good?
Sharing the post to make sure that people can see that we are live.
Oh, fantastic. We look good. This iPad started working, so I have a little something to go off of, but
I dig that. You just put that shit on the iPad. Like
it's nice, but this is such an old fucking iPad. So like,
is that like the 2 or something like that?
So like, I have this for my profile. I cannot get to the Tank page because it won't let me get to my pages. So that's how old it is. It says nope, not happened. But John, how the hell are you, buddy?
I'm good. I am just busy weekend cleaning shit. WrestleMania.
Oh, we're getting into WrestleMania. That'll be probably the majority of our show. So, you Hawkamaniacs out there, we're going to talk some wrestling tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, that's going to happen. I don't know if I have any opening talks or not. I don't think so. I have all X's for opening talks. So we don't have anything going on. Other than tonight, I will say Dogfight Sports will be going live. They're going live from the Crafty Crab. Every time I say Crafty Crab, I have to think about it.
Krusty Krab.
Because it's Krusty Krab. But yeah, Dogfight Sports is going live tonight from the Crafty Crab. So yeah, I can't fucking say it. The Crafty Crab in Mayfield. So you got to check them out. I think they're going to go live right around 9:30. They're all down at the Indians-Guardians game right now. So whenever that game ends, they'll be over there, and we'll get into that. But today was Eclipse Day. Dun, 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 dun. I wish I would have added a cool noise. Dun, 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 dun. What'd you think of the eclipse?
I really wasn't sure what to expect of it because everyone was hyping it up so much.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, when I'm standing outside and it started to get darker, then all of a sudden, boom, it's fucking dark. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Staring at it through the glasses, I'm like, all right, that is pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Like, so I drove this morning at work. I just drove to Legacy Village and back for my job, and it was weird. Like, on the way there was no one on the road.
Yeah.
By the time I got back, I started driving back this way around 10:30, 11. The freeway, you noticeably seen the traffic. Mm-hmm. That's how crazy it was.
So when I drove to work this morning, 7:30, heading out to Garfield Heights, clear as fuck. Left work, the west side, kind of like all the freeways leading to downtown, packed. As soon as I get to the east side, smooth sailing. Yeah,
it was weird. Yeah, it was weird to see. But, yeah, if you're listening, today in Cleveland, Ohio, we had an eclipse in totality. I'm kind of sick of that word, kind of like I used to be sick of.
Because it's the way, totality.
Yeah, it's like.
The way you say it, not like total, you're like totality.
Yes. It's like the word COVID, or it's just one of those words that I'm just sick of. Or what's the other word what you had to do when you got sick? Quarantine.
Quarantine.
Fucking, I hated saying that. But, yeah, if you're listening, today in Cleveland, Ohio, we had the eclipse to totality this afternoon. It hit right around, I think, 3:15, 3:16.
3:13 to 3:17.
Okay, I was right in the middle. I was close. And it hasn't happened in many, many years here. Do you know the exact year?
1803 or 1806, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
We're going to be real old the next one, if we ever see a next one.
So when literally it got dark out and the streetlights came on, I was like, I feel like I need to like go home and drink beer right now because it's dark out. And then like 3 minutes later, the sun starts like coming back out again. I'm like, oh, now it's coffee time.
Yeah. You know what's really weird is So I have like the sensor lights all around my house. And
They all went on.
And they all went on. I'm sitting right here in my side yard just with my glasses on. I'm like thinking, I look like a goofball right now. I just sit with these glasses.
Dude, the street lights and shit went on. People
Yes.
are outside going, oh, yay, like yelling at the surrounding businesses. It's like, this isn't like fucking, you won the lottery.
Yep.
Like, you need to, like, it's just.
The guys next door, his American flagpole. His flagpole lights up because it's all. Once it went dark, it all lit perfectly up. I'm like, this is fucking wild. And you're right. The hype about it was kind of like strange. Like, there's 5 million people coming to Ohio. Well, fuck. Yeah. I was like, are they really coming to Ohio? I was pretty like skeptical. Like,
did you see actual live footage of by the Brown Stadium, the Rock Hall?
Yeah,
there was a lot of people.
Even at the Science Center, they had that big watch party or whatnot.
Yep.
It was crazy, though. But I did happen to catch video of the Eclipse, so I have a quick little video for you.
This isn't going to get us, like, fucking banned like it did for the Austin show,
Check this
is it?
out. No, there's no volume. This is the cool Eclipse.
Okay.
But
I fucking wish I would have thought of that. I would have done that to you guys so much on Snap.
I saw this I saw it in a Facebook video, and I'm like, dude, I am playing this for whoever's on the podcast Monday, and then I have to send it to the group chat, which I'll send out and be like, dude, check out this video I caught.
Oh, I wish I would have thought of that. You guys would have all got a fucking Snapchat.
Now, oh, shit. Now, this picture is actually a picture my buddy took today, and he sent it over to our group chat. I'm like, that's a fucking cool picture.
Yeah.
That has to be like a professionally, he had some kind of special lens or something. But that's pretty fucking cool. I mean, like I said, the expectations were low for me. I'm like, I'm going to look up the sun for 2 minutes.
But it actually was super cool, and,
Yeah.
the fact that we got to experience it, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. I mean, in our lifetime, we've got to experience some pretty cool shit. I mean, not cool, but we've experienced, like, I mean, not that I shouldn't say it was cool, but like 9/11, we got experience with
life-changing events.
Yeah, fucking
world-changing
COVID. Like
event,
we've had like some weird, and there's many more that I'm just not thinking about. But there's, Indians just hit a 2-run home run. We have the Indians game on, Guardians game right in front of us, so we're gonna get into that here in a second. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Let's get in the Indians Guardians home opener. We have a few buddies down there, as I already said. Philip McCrevis is down there. Nick DeJermaine. He's down there with Ulysses S. Rant.
Yep.
Kyle Carini.
How
do you pronounce his last name?
I don't know.
Every time I think I've announced his name, I've said it like Karani.
I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, they're down at the Indians game. They're having a good time. They went actually. Ulysses has ran. He went down at like 10 a.m. this morning because he was afraid of like parking and which. Did you see the parking prices for today?
$70, $80.
I think I sent it in our chat.
Well, I saw
That's
just
insane.
in general $80 in some park lots. Fucking stupid.
That is insane. $70 to park is crazy.
It literally should almost be illegal to charge shit like that because that's just not right.
I remember like growing up, like my aunt or mom wouldn't park somewhere if it was $30 instead of $25 or $20.
I'll do that too.
I still do it.
I'll keep driving until I find like $20.
I still do that shit.
Fucking $30 so I could park my car in your parking lot. Go suck my balls.
Suck on them. But yeah, today is the Cleveland Guardians / Indians home opener down at, what is it, Progressive Field now? And it was Jacobs Field, Progressive
Actually,
Field.
I don't even think it's Progressive anymore.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh,
it's Progressive. I see it right there.
Well, that's a sponsor, but I don't know if it's Progressive Field anymore.
I'm trying to think. I drive past it twice a week. I think it still is Progressive, but I'm not positive. But today was a beautiful day to go downtown. Like, I was at a game in 2008, home opener, freezing cold. The Indians were one pitch away from being considered a full game. The game got called with one pitch left in the game. Their coach went out to the mound to stall. It's white out, so they called the fucking game. One pitch, with one fucking pitch. The pitcher, I think, was Paul Beard. But, yeah, beautiful day downtown to go. I wish I would have pulled tickets. Pulled the trigger and got tickets, but I did not. But the Guardians are off to a hot 7-2 record. Like I said, we have two of our fellow podcasters from Tank Telecast down there, Philip McCrevis and Ulysses S. Rant. But I hope you guys are having a good time if you guys are listening.
And Matthew, our friend Matthew's down there. He's in town.
Oh, nice.
He's down there too.
Is that who went down with Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, because I think Kyle went down with, you can't think of his name now, Hunter. That was going to do the Austin 316 show and then couldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, the current score, the Guardians are up 4-0 on the White Sox, and they just got another base hit, so they're rocking and rolling right now. Oh, that was a double. That's always good to see. All right, here's a debate for you, Nick. Now, I've said Nick so many goddamn times. Here's a debate for you, though. And it stems from, Caitlin Clark playing an amazing career at Iowa. And, yeah, she did not win a championship while at Iowa. And people are still saying she's the best of all time. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Caitlin Clark is absolutely unbelievable. Here's my question to you. Does an athlete need to win a championship to be in the consideration to be the greatest of all time?
No.
You don't think? Okay.
No.
What's your reasoning?
I mean, because again, we can go into with pro wrestling. I mean, if you're talking like Intercontinental or like World Heavyweight Champion, let's just say World Champion. Scott Hall never won it. Fucking awesome.
Now, I put Scott Hall in great, but is he the greatest of all time?
He's not the greatest.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But he was not only for his ability in the ring, but his mind.
Yeah.
Like the crow sting.
Yeah.
Was Scott Hall's idea.
Yes. Yeah.
A lot of the shit that he came up with. So it just you don't have to. I mean, because I feel like if you perform extremely well, but the team doesn't, that doesn't take away from.
Yeah. Man, it's a tough. I believe so. Like I put Dan Marino on here for a reason. So I'm a big football fan.
Yeah.
Dan Marino was very good.
Yep.
But he's not in the conversation with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning,
because people
John Elway.
All they hear is Super Bowl.
You got to win the championship to be the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
No, but the thing is, those people are all considered the GOAT but also it's not just them; it's the team as well.
Agreed.
If you could be the greatest person in the world, but if your dance partner ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, then you could be the best fucking dancer in the world, but the dance is gonna be like shit.
It's true, and that I always bring up the Michael Jordan, LeBron James debate.
Mm-hmm.
Is Michael Jordan 6 for 6 in NBA championships, and that's the argument of why he's the greatest of all time. He went 6 for 6, where LeBron James has lost a few championships.
Now, I fully believe that the era of basketball, if Michael Jordan in his prime and LeBron in his prime, and they played not today's rules, but the rules of the 90s, Jordan would win. But also, Jordan had Pippen. He had fucking Rodman.
He had good teams.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But you could also go back to LeBron. He had Dwayne Wade when he won those three, when he went to Miami, left Cleveland. Fuck LeBron. As you can see, I'm a little biased.
But also at the same time, if you're playing like the 90s rules, look, you get a little shoulder to your ribs and you go down and foul. Foul.
Yeah, there was a lot more contact.
Yeah.
90s, 80s,
sure.
90s, or even early 2000s until the LeBron rules changed shit because he was just bigger than everybody. And
Jordan just driving up the fucking to the hole and just dunking on people was... Yeah, that.
And, Jordan used to get blasted too, like underneath the rim. Like if you drove in, you were getting some kind of contact.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I don't know, but I don't think you have to win championships to be the GOAT.
But not to be the greatest of all time, you don't have to have that.
I mean, I maybe. Because then the thing, if you're going by stats, but the thing is, like, the talent is there. But again, if you're, like I said, if your dance partner ain't doing the same dance as you,
right?
Then, then the people will, like you said, Dan Marino, like he's not in the talk. But if he had the fucking people there that were his, like,
and he was so close to winning it, just never couldn't get over the hump.
But if he had the right people there to do it, maybe he would have been in the talk. But
and that's like even like Jim Kelly, quarterback for Buffalo Bills. He lost 4 straight Super Bowls.
But they made it to the Super Bowl.
I know that's the thing, but that's the knock on him. People don't realize how good he was because he doesn't have that championship, and he lost 4 straight.
But
they're like, if you're the GOAT, but if you're the GOAT, you should have won at least one of them.
But you made it there 4 times.
And even though a kicker cost you the one who missed a fucking 32-yard field goal.
No, so actually, speaking of the UFL, which is formerly the XFL, that The Rock runs, they made up some new rules, especially with kickoffs and
the
shit like that.
The NFL actually just adopted the kickoff rule.
Some of the rules that the UFL made, the NFL's like, we're going to do that too.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of crazy.
Actually, the kickoff rule is going to help out. That's going to be the new kickoff at all levels.
Yeah.
Because it's all one-on-one blocking, and there's no full guy. Remember the old kickoffs? You used to run full fucking speed.
Yeah.
You're
hitting a guy at full sprint.
But there wasn't rule you could go back as far as you want as long as you were on sides when the ball was kicked.
Yeah.
Then they moved it to 5 yards, and then they moved it to 2 yards so you couldn't be in full sprint. Well, now there is no full sprinting.
No.
It's waiting to the kick returner catches the ball.
Yeah.
Once he catches the ball, then everybody goes at the same time.
Yeah.
So, no, I love the kickoff. I think it's going to be a lot
of people
smoother and safer too.
A lot of people are like, it's taking away the physicality, but it's like, dude, these dudes are like fucking getting banged up.
Well, and do you want to see someone return a kickoff, or do you want to see them kick it out of the back of the fucking end zone every goddamn time like it is now? So that's why the kickoff has been horrible since they changed it. It's like a 79%. I was reading about that kickoff rule you brought up. It was like a 79% chance of a touchback or something. It might be higher. It might have been higher than that. But I don't know. I think you have to win the gold to be considered to be. Now, there's great players. Then there's the GOAT. There's the elite people that get put in there. It's such a tough debate. It's a tough.
They can go to pro wrestling. I mean, Scott Hall never won a world title. Kane won a world title, but for
a day,
a blip in the radar.
It was a weekend. He had
that was so. It doesn't. Does that even really count?
Kane, if we're talking about wrestling, the wrestler Kane could have been one of the greatest. We just said that. I think I tagged you or sent you something. Kane could have been the absolute. Or no, you sent me something about Kane going up with Edge and Christian and the Brood. You snapped me it.
Yeah.
And I said if Kane never took his mask off, he'd be in the same consideration as Undertaker.
Quite honestly, when a lot of people say The Undertaker, the only reason The Undertaker is where he is because of his longevity.
Yeah.
Because it was on the very first Raw.
Yep.
And he went for 30 years.
He had a great character. It was just something so different that no one else has done, too.
And then when Kane got his character, it was a good character. Not as much longevity, but...
A good friend of mine always listens in, and we have a comment. And he always says a fat joke every fucking time.
Oh, yeah. I remember this one last...
Yeah. He said, fuck you, Darren. He said...
You'll lose weight, fat ass.
He said, pretty much something about drinking Michelob Ultra. I like a little Michelob.
I do like Michelob.
Darren, if you're still listening, though, what is your thoughts? Please comment. Do you have to win a championship to be considered the greatest of all time in your sport? We're talking about Caitlin Clark, Dan Marino, and I have a list right here, actually, of all big-time names that never won a championship. And I was like, damn.
I never won a championship, and I'm fucking great.
We need to have a drinking championship.
I participated in quite a few beer Olympics.
Not beer Olympics, because beer Olympics is tough, because if one guy fucks up, you're fucked. You could be absolutely fucked. But these are some of the greatest athletes, and I didn't include WWE in there. I should have. That would have been kind of cool. But here's a slight list of names of the great athletes that never won a championship. Charles Barkley, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Tony Gonzalez, Allen Iverson, Jim Kelly, Karl Malone, Dan Marino, Tracy McGrady, Reggie Miller, Randy Moss, Steve Nash, Barry Sanders. There's some fucking pretty goddamn good names.
Ken Griffey Jr. never won?
Never won a series, no.
So how long was he on a team with Senior for? Because I know they kind of overlapped their
Well,
careers for a little bit.
Yeah, they did. I don't know exact, and I should because my older brother was a huge Ken Griffey Jr. fan. I have a fucking jersey upstairs, and I should know this, and I don't. It was towards the end of Ken Griffey Sr.'s
but they
career.
they did overlap a little bit where they were teammates.
Yeah, and I think it was because, though, it was like end of his career, and he was like, let's go play for you. It wasn't long. It was not long. Let's see. He said, no, absolutely not. What is that? Absolutely not what, Darren? Do you have to win a championship to be considered the greatest of all time?
Oh, no, you can't say that, Darren, because I just said that. He said, George, you never won a championship, and I hear you're the best ever. I'm the best ever. I'm the most dangerous man.
I am the best ever. No, I was good. I'll admit, I'm not 6'5", 230. You know, I wasn't. If I was 6'5", 230, I'd be in the NFL, but I'm not.
Well, I mean, even if you look like basketball players, Mark Price, he was only 6 foot, which is fucking short.
I was a quarterback, Jack.
Yeah, but I'm talking like for like basketball. You know, basketball.
Yeah.
You're thinking like tall, like Mark Price
Yeah.
when he played for the Cavs, he was only 6 foot.
That's true.
With 6 foot,
Basketball's different though.
6 foot. You know, that's tall. But
Yeah.
in basketball, you're fucking
And
tiny.
and that's why I actually like the NFL. Like they're giving all the opportunities to all the short quarterbacks now, and they're actually playing pretty. Like Jalen Hurts, even though they fucking shit the bed that in the last season. Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, like these shorter quarterbacks are starting to excel because they're giving them chances. I don't think the height thing matters as much anymore. Still matters, but not as much. 10,134. You're right, Darren. That is my high school passing yards. He's a dick.
He knows that.
Yeah, because we joke about it all the time. All right. Speaking of championships, though, let's head to WrestleMania. This past weekend was WrestleMania, the grandest stage of them all. There was many great storylines heading into WrestleMania. But let's start off with Drew McIntyre. Excuse me. Coughing again. Let's start off with Drew McIntyre finally winning the heavyweight championship in front of a packed crowd at WrestleMania against Seth frickin' Rollins. And then his dreams came crashing.
Real quick, before you get to that part of it.
Yeah.
Did you see what Seth mouthed to him as he was walking out of the ring?
That's what I'm wondering, is if Seth or anybody else knew.
Well, no, he goes, you fucking deserve it.
Yeah, you fucking deserve it.
Because Drew does deserve a title shot.
That's why I'm wondering. When I saw that, I'm like, did Seth Rollins or anyone else knew, or was this in between, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and like Triple H? Did anyone know?
Who knows?
Because that looked very sincere from Seth Rollins. He said, you fucking deserve it.
Well, because Drew, he was in WWE so many years ago, but he was young.
Kind of like goofy.
Well, he was young and he was all clean shaved, but he was young and he was pushed to the fucking moon. But he, maturity wise, was not ready for that.
Well,
Fucked it all up.
it really didn't help. Then he finally got the push and COVID hit, and he won the championship during COVID.
When he came back, though,
that was second.
When he came back, now. Like, if you look at his work back in the day and now, like, his work now is so much better than it ever was.
Well, and he's so much bigger and stronger. He looks the part now compared to what he did. He was like a young kind of...
Yeah, but also he's fucking more mature now. Yeah. He handles himself so much better.
Yeah. But yeah, I wonder if Seth Rollins did know that, because I don't think he did.
Who knows?
He's like, you deserve it.
Who knows?
I don't know. There had to be a few people that know.
I mean, like the Cody match, like there's some wrestlers where like they did not know what the outcome was going to be.
Yeah.
Because they were trying to keep like tight-lipped on it, so they didn't tell a whole lot of people besides some of the people involved.
Darren said I was the GOAT in 2018 on the high school football predictions. You're goddamn right. 2018. I was out of school in 2018. I graduated 2012.
God, even that makes me feel old.
What year did you graduate?
06.
You're my sister, yeah. 2006, yeah. Where'd you graduate from?
Menor.
Go Cards. Woo. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, actually, our football team after I graduated really did fucking good. Like,
2006, they were good. Wasn't that Bart Tansky, the quarterback?
I don't remember honestly. It was I think it was like a couple years after I graduated. Like the football team, like they went real far.
Yeah, I think that was like 2007, maybe 2008.
Yeah, it was like right after.
Because they had a real good quarterback, Bart Tansky. And they fucking still didn't win a fucking championship.
Yep.
One of the largest schools.
Dude.
But anyway, I don't know a whole lot about Damian Priest. Do you want to give a little background on him?
I don't know too much about him either, but I know that he has came super far as when he first started just wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be a big dude.
Yeah, like big.
Like
yes.
Like fat.
Yeah.
And same with Gunther. Same thing. And then they just...
Gunther was massive.
So... Damian was also a big dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how I feel about it because I feel like he may be a transitional champion where
the only thing that's going for him is he's with, Rhea Ripley the Judgment Day. That's the only thing that could carry him a little longer.
That's the thing is he kind of needs to break off and do something because they're all. I mean, Rhea is kind of overshadowing everyone.
Rhea's fucking good,
but she's good.
She's good on the mic. She's good in the ring.
She's hot. She's hot.
She's hot.
But I mean, she's overshadowing everyone. So like I feel like he's going to be like a transitional champion where within a couple months he's going to lose it to someone else that they want to push.
And I've heard they were getting rid of both titles again.
It happens all the time, and then they get...
And then they fucking undisputed again.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's a new world title.
I have never liked two titles.
Me either. I hated when they did it with the WCW world title and the WWE world title.
And I think that was the only time it kind of worked because it was WCW, like their that was the time. But I hate the two titles. And I really hated that like both titles looked the exact same for a little while. The Universal was just red, the other one was blue. So they were imitating like UFC.
Yeah.
Wow, they all say UFC.
Yeah.
And I still don't like the heavyweight championship now. I think the belt looks stupid.
Well, that's the thing is like one of my coworkers asked me today. He goes like, "So is it just two world titles?" I'm like, yeah, but no. Universal is technically its own, but they're basically both like. Right. Top of the line. He goes, which one are the people actually go for? I'm like, Universal is the one that, like, the heavy hitters in wrestling, that's the one they're competing for.
Which, that's not how it was, though. It was, like, the heavyweight was the championship, and then the Universal was, like, secondary, and then it flip-flopped at one point or another.
I hated when they came out with the Universal title.
Yes.
Because it's so fucking stupid sounding.
It's dumb.
Like, you're the champion of the universe? What the fuck? The champion of fucking moon rocks? Some water on fucking Mars? Some fucking alien bitch with 4 titties or something in a galaxy far, far away?
Hell yes. Hell yeah.
I don't understand it.
Do you think, though, Drew McIntyre was kind of robbed when, he cashed in, Damian Priest cashed in his Money in the Bank contract? Was he robbed?
Well, then again, we don't know the story. Maybe this will start a feud, and maybe, at SummerSlam or something, maybe it'll,
Well, the feud is definitely Drew McIntyre and CM Punk moving forward.
Yeah, but CM Punk's out for a little bit.
Yeah. He's been out for a little while now, though.
Yeah, well, again, like, who knows? I feel like
CM Punk technically cost him the championship. He beat him down at ringside a little bit, kicked him, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it'll be a triple threat match.
I don't know. It's good. It's gonna get. I actually like where I've not watched WWE as much. I switched to AEW. I did because WWE was so bad for fucking a little while.
It was.
So I switched to AEW, and now like I'm seeing some of the matches are getting a little better. The storylines are becoming way better.
Vince is gone. That's why.
Vince is gone.
You noticed the language they were saying at WrestleMania yesterday?
Yeah, but they were bleeping some shit out.
Well, even the announcers.
Yeah.
They were cussing a little bit.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee, they're like, oh, shit.
Well, and I really think that when they go to Netflix, I think that's part of the big reason is why they're going to Netflix, so they're getting away from the PG era.
Yeah.
And they're coming up with this new era.
And some
They
people
keep calling it.
Yeah, some people are saying that they're kind of calling it the Paul Levesque era, Triple H.
Yep.
And but they're thinking that maybe they're doing this to kind of prepare for Netflix because like right now the networks are not happy with the language.
Yeah, I heard The Rock's been fined a lot of money, but he doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't.
The Rock's like, oh, here, take. He gets fined $5,000. Here, take 15 just for my next 3.
Call him a popcorn fart and a jabroni.
Yeah, right. Ah, shit. All right, let's do this thing.
I was jamming out to Cody's theme song as I pulled in your driveway. Whoa! Did you hear the crowd when the ref hit 3? When he was hitting him? You've not heard a pop like that since Austin and Rock and 20 years.
It was very good. But throughout the entire match, I thought the crowd was very quiet. Both WrestleMania nights. Now, it was an outside stadium, which
that's the thing.
Does help.
That's the thing. The outside, like, you don't hear.
Yeah.
And even Austin said back in the day, like, when they've done outside shows, and you're laying on the mat and you're trying to read the crowd, you're like, oh, is this show? Am I fucking stinking ass in this match? But it's the acoustics of no roof. The sound kind of goes up. But when he hit that 3 count, the ref hit that 3 count, that crowd went fucking apeshit.
I agree. And that's the, like, I don't know. I hate the outdoor shows. I know they have to do them.
I do too. I hate it too.
The reason, like, I used to hate, like, at WrestleMania where, like, the Undertaker entrance and it was fucking daylight out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in an indoor stadium, you could fucking dictate how dark it gets or this and that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, certain entrances suck. Like, when Sting at Triple H at WrestleMania, Sting's entrance sucked because it was, like, the second match or third match. It was bright out. Like,
yeah.
Do you know? I don't know.
No, I know what you're saying. It's I don't know. And then the same thing, like the crowd isn't as loud and stuff like that. But I was so happy. I was so fucking happy that he won that. And
yes.
I mean, I knew he was gonna. I knew that Rock and Roman were gonna win night 1. Knew that was coming.
I'm gonna give a quick little, just so everybody that might not watch any wrestling. Last night in the main event of WrestleMania, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes finished the story, beating Roman Reigns and winning the Universal Championship.
Which Dusty Rhodes' son, also the brother of Goldust.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes.
I was actually expecting, because
I thought it was too, especially when like everybody else started coming out.
Yeah.
I actually expected him at the very beginning, like his entrance. His wife came next to him.
Yep.
And it really seemed like someone else was going to come up to the right of him.
Well, it's toward the end. I did not expect Undertaker. A lot of people figured, okay, John Cena, because he said he's got nothing going on.
And he had Bloodline, Solo, yeah.
But a lot of people knew, okay, he's going to show up. A lot of people, including me, thought that when The Rock came out and took out Cena, that you were going to hear that glass shatter.
Yeah, I was thinking Stone Cold.
A lot of people thought
but
that.
there was a lot of talks about Hulk Hogan being there as well.
I didn't hear any of that.
So I'm like,
Hulk can't even do it no more, but Austin could still.
What do you mean, Hulk's? I saw in the back in the weight room and shit. He wants a retirement match.
No,
his old ass.
He can't. But
he's gonna drop one more atomic leg drop.
A lot of people, including me, were expecting to hear that glass shatter.
Yeah, there was talk about Stone Cold. I saw some stuff about Hulk Hogan. Cena, of course, because he had nothing going on. But it made sense for Cena to be there because Solo.
But it would have made sense for Austin to be there because of, Rock and Austin have that WrestleMania history.
Yeah. And are they 1-1 against each other?
No, Austin won 2, Rock won 1, so it's 2-1.
That's right. It was 3 matches. Shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, man, that would have been fucked. I mean, it was cool, The Undertaker, though. And he wasn't in the get-up, but it was still cool. But, man, if you just heard that glass shatter. And
now, some people were, like, upset with it. I was reading. Like, we follow all the shit on Facebook. Some people were upset with it because they were like, what does Undertaker have to do with anything? It's kind of just random. Now, Cena makes sense. And the Cena-Rock stare-down made sense. They've had their WrestleMania, but it was just so random.
Everyone has something to piss and moan and whine and cry about.
You piss and you moan.
You piss, you moan, you whine, and you cry.
I thought you were about to lay the whole promo out right there.
No, but so I mean, I thought it was cool, but man, if that glass would have shattered and Austin would have come walking down there and then dropped the stunner on The Rock, that would have been probably the only thing that could have made it better than the Undertaker being there.
Man, I did not think Undertaker whatsoever.
No,
I just
no one
didn't
did.
think it because it
No
didn't
one
make
did.
it didn't make any sense. Stone Cold made a little sense. Him and The
Yeah,
Rock,
yeah.
final boss. Well, he's fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. He is the boss. You know what I'm saying? It would have been cool. But no, I love that Cody Rhodes is going to take over probably the company by storm, and we'll see how he does. I heard he's going to go heel.
I don't think yet, not yet.
But I heard it's going to happen.
It could. I mean, eventually maybe, but right now, dude, if you were to turn him heel right now, that'd be the dumbest thing they could fucking do because
You think?
the
Or
merchandise sales and everything
or does it just work out perfectly because now he's the American Nightmare? You know what I'm saying? I was reading into it. I'm like, damn, it makes a little sense to him. If he just went heel,
he's not gonna go.
and
he's
instead
not
of
gonna
like
go
his
heel.
bright red, and he just went to like a dark blue and black or something.
He's gonna. I think he's gonna have a few. He'll have a few feuds before if that even becomes a possibility.
I want to see him versus CM Punk.
That'll be cool.
I think that'd be a
cool,
very good highlight. I just hope he can carry the business, which I think he has and will. The crowd, the crowd's part of the reason why he got to wrestle Roman Reigns again, supposedly.
Yeah, it actually is.
I think so,
It
too,
legitimately is. Like he's actually came out and said that they were going to go with The Rock,
Yep.
and then the crowd was so pissed off about that they wanted Cody that WWE went, okay.
Yeah, we want Cody chants for fucking loud too.
Yeah.
But no, congratulations to Cody. Let's talk about the Bloodline. What is next for the Bloodline after Roman Reigns has now lost the Universal Championship? He didn't beat the streak of a few wrestlers of the longest champion of all time. What's next for the Bloodline? There's got to be something here.
Internal feud, I think. There's been a lot of shit, a lot of seeds planted. Where, if you notice, like when The Rock and the Bloodline was in the ring, Bloodline's all here. The Rock is here,
Right.
making his promo.
Yeah.
Roman, that one day telling The Rock, I need you to acknowledge me. And then The Rock goes, I acknowledge my tribal chief.
Yep.
Roman speared The Rock accidentally night one.
Yep.
So I feel like they planted a lot of seeds.
And another thing I'll say too is I was reading something in it. Roman Reigns kind of had the opportunity to hit Cody Rhodes with the chair.
Hit Seth Rollins.
And he hit Seth Rollins dressed in the
shield gear, which is exactly what Seth did to Roman.
Right.
And if you saw how Seth fell, and he landed on the bottom rope, because that's exactly what Roman did when Seth hit him
really?
with the chair.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I feel like they planted a lot of seeds, and now there's going to be a lot of internal arguing. And it's going to be The Rock versus Roman, I think. Whether it's later this SummerSlam or WrestleMania.
In Cleveland.
SummerSlam or WrestleMania. But it's The Rock versus Roman. And then, I don't know, because there's, like, Jim Cornette was talking about, the bloodline turns on Roman, because he lost. Now he's not a champion. So maybe they all turn on him.
Yeah.
Then The Rock runs the bloodline. Roman is now a babyface, and then Roman versus Rock. And Rock
I don't know
and
what's
Rock
gonna
and Rock.
happen.
That's the fucking best part about it right now is the way Triple H is
I
running
agree.
it.
You don't know what's next.
Vince ran it so predictably.
Actually, you know what's funny is at the end of that WrestleMania match, Roman and The Rock are outside the ring, and I could have sworn The Rock, he picked up the weight belt, the Mama Rhodes belt. He picked up the belt, and I thought he was about to smack the shit out of Roman Reigns.
A lot of people thought he was going to turn on
If
Roman.
you looked at it, like, if you rewatch it, you're going to be like, holy shit, it might look like he's about to smack the shit out of Roman Reigns.
I think Rock versus Roman's going to come up because that's what they're talking about, and I think The Rock is going to take over the bloodline.
It's so good.
That's the greatest thing about it is right now, the predictability. You don't know who's going to win, dude. There was fucking multiple title changes last night and Saturday.
Yeah. Bailey won.
Yep.
That was one title change.
Which we kind of had an idea about that.
Drew McIntyre. There was 2 title changes with him and Damian Priest.
Mm-hmm. Which
Cody Rhodes
did not see the Damian Priest kind of thing, which he had to cash in because he was approaching a year.
Dude, at one time I thought for sure Cody Rhodes was going to win, and then Damian Priest was going to cash in on Rhodes. It would have been fucking nuts. No. It would have been so good though.
Me and my buddy, we knew that Damian was going to cash in, because we were talking about he's got to cash in. It's almost at a year. We knew he was going to cash in. We knew it wasn't going to be on that match, but we knew it was.
Could you imagine though? People would have been pissed.
Oh my god!
It would have been great heat. It would have been great heat though.
But just who would win, whether it's Seth or Drew, is what we didn't know.
Yeah. And I think there's a little bit more heat with McIntyre winning in front of the crowd, getting his moment, and then bang.
Which also can create a little bit of sympathy for McIntyre.
Exactly, and that's especially because CM Punk kind of cost him that. What do you think? Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is always a good one.
Yes, it's the biggest Raw of the year.
It's huge. It's the loudest crowd. It's the most crazy people are always at this Raw.
And actually, this is the biggest Raw for returns.
Yeah, and I was going to say there's returns, there's debuts, there's possibly a title change coming from Cody Rhodes, the way it looks. I've heard possibly the American Eagle belt, something, What's your thoughts on tonight's Monday Night Raw?
I don't know, but I'm super curious.
I have a recording.
I'm super
for sure.
I'm super curious. I mean, with Rock and the whole blood, they've been kind of transcending both shows.
Yeah,
they've been kind of going to both. They've been on Raw and SmackDown. So
right.
I don't know if they're going to go to SmackDown, but I would imagine that they're going to be on Raw, or at least Little Rock maybe will be on Raw.
They both got to be on Raw. Something's got to happen bloodline wise tonight. Cody Rhodes will be at their Raw tonight. Pretty much all your champions will be there tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
who returns? I know Braun Strowman put out that tweet, I think, last week.
I think
saying I'm on my way back or something.
I think he's going to return tonight. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know against who. Who knows? But as far as debuts, NXT, I haven't watched too much NXT, so I don't really know. But there's about to be some debuts and returns. But
there's got to be something good tonight. I'm going to watch it.
Oh, I'll be.
I have a recording.
I'm going to watch the highlights after they happen. But
no, absolutely, it's going to be interesting. The Monday Night Raw, the crowd's fucking crazy because now that's not in the same stadium as WrestleMania, right?
Sometimes I don't know if it is tonight. Sometimes they do have it in the same.
Okay.
But I think it depends on the arena.
I think it's usually in the same town, and it's just a new arena. It's like a small arena.
Yeah.
And I think it's all your fucking super fans always fucking try to get those tickets to that Monday Night Raw because they know it's the best Monday Night Raw of the year.
Yeah.
And I used to love, I know Vince McMahon's gone from WWE now. I used to love if he would always come out the first thing of that Monday Night Raw. Everybody would be singing his theme song. Fucking used to love it. No chance in hell.
Yeah.
Used to love it.
I still listen to that song at work. I'm like, oh, we'll never hear that song again in WWE, but whatever.
I'm actually pissed. Some of the bars that we go to, they got rid of all of the WWE songs.
Oh, we were talking about that. Mr. Ass?
Yeah. I'm an ass man.
Yeah, I used to play it all the time, and then now it's gone. I'm like, what the fuck?
Motherfuckers. All right, where are we at here? Yeah, we got to the night after WrestleMania. All right, we're going to get completely off sports. We have, I think, 2 segments left. But I have a random fact of the week, and I just want you to think it's about a cricket.
Cricket wireless?
No.
Is that?
Damn it. I thought I had this cough gone. But no, I have a random fact of the week for you, and it is about a cricket. Ready?
Okay.
I look up the most random shit, and it's the most random I could find for today.
Okay, let me see if I can guess. When crickets mate, they make a different sound than when their normal cricket noise. Or they make it like a different sound.
Cricket. No.
They're like, yeah, I'm getting my dick sucked.
No. No. No.
I mean, that kind of.
This is not even a good random
Kind of
fact.
looks like little peeners, right there.
There's no peeners in this shot.
So they don't just like back up to.
There's been.
They don't back each other
We've
up
had-
like a dump truck.
We've
And
had some ball. We've had some balls in our opening fucking video. No more balls. I don't know. This is the most stupid random fact I could find on a quick short notice. The ears of crickets are located on their front legs.
Okay. Okay. I actually do enjoy cool facts like that, though. So that's cool.
I don't know. I saw it, and I'm like, it had something to do with the fucking way they rub their legs together to make that fucking sound.
So remember the movie Superbad where she's like, you scratch my back, we'll scratch yours. And it's like, funny part about my back, it's located on my cock.
Fucking love Superbad, man. Oh, it's such a good movie. Oh, that's fucking fantastic.
That's a cool random fact, though. I dig it.
It's stupid, but I love it. It's so dumb.
I mean, it's okay.
All right. All right, let's head into our last kind of story of the night. Oh, gotta click it twice sometimes. Oh, I don't think there is one, actually. We'll just leave it on this. You're right, there's not a picture. All right, here's a random question for you. And I have a little kind of why I'm asking this after you answer.
I put the cream on it, and it went away 3 days after I applied the cream. Okay? It's gone now.
No. No, we're not doing this. What do you think the secret is to living a long life? Damn it, I shouldn't have asked this.
Bunch of hookers and Bud Light.
I should have asked this right as we're on this fucking roll of cricket cock.
I mean, get your rocks off and have a good time. Because, I mean, you hear stories where it's like, someone who smokes and they die at like 50 years old from lung cancer, but then there's like a fucking 103-year-old lady who's been fucking smoking cigarettes for 80 years.
Yeah.
Or someone who's like, I've been drinking fucking Coors Light for, my whole life. And, it's, I don't know.
No, that's what I'm kind of getting into is like...
genetics. I mean, they do say that, it's healthy to bust a nut regularly because it helps with
Here we go with busting nuts.
I'm just saying it helps with ball cancer, so I mean...
Do I need to go back to the Eclipse video?
That's why I'm just trying to stay healthy. That's why I take a lot of showers. Take a lot of showers, and I pay extra attention to certain areas when I'm cleaning them.
Hashtag paste. Hashtag cold water. I'm just thinking of everything we talked about on last week's show. Paste, water, cold water. Hashtag them. No, I don't. Like a long life. Like, what is that? I don't know.
There's genetics. So my half brother, and my half sister, we have different dads.
Right.
Their family, they have relatives that lived into their hundreds. Their grandfather.
Wow.
He died at I think 99. Their dad, and I fucking love him to death, but I don't know how he's doing it right now in his mid-70s because he's not in a good, healthy place.
Right.
But it's the fucking genetics. It's the genetics.
I agree. There has to be some type of genetics that like you said, the old lady smokes cigarettes and fucking cigars her entire life, eating bag of Doritos, smoking bag of Doritos, cheeseburger, McDonald's.
People who drink beer every fucking day and they're like 90-something years old and they're like, I fucking drink Coors Light all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
And so the longest living man, this is why I asked this, is 111 years old now. I think he's from England or something.
In today's date?
Yeah, he's alive right now.
I thought it was a lady.
I think she just passed away.
I thought it was a lady who was the oldest, and she was around that age or close to it.
Why? Maybe it's the oldest man.
Okay,
it might be. I don't know. But the longest. Oh, it does say the longest living man is 111 years old. He said the secret is a lot of luck and eating fish and chips at least once a week. That was his exact quote. A lot of luck.
Yeah. I want to rub some, give me some of that fucking luck.
Need some luck.
I don't give myself that long. My body's breaking down, and I'm fucking 36.
I'm 31. Fuck you.
You were a football player, though. I just skateboarded a little bit.
My elbows are fucked. Fucking going in like...
Dude, I wake up, and it sounds like fucking... Like, I get in the shower, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do here?
That's because you fell 4 times after Saturday night drinking.
Dude, I'm sitting there, my knees crack, every fucking bone, my elbows crack, my neck cracks. I fucking sneeze, and my back cracks, and I'm like, all right, ready for some Pornhub.
Here we go again.
Yeah, got all the major joints worked out and shit.
I have still yet to break down. I have so much more breaking down of last week's episode on Tank Telecast.
Do you want to hear something ridiculous? I got this fucking Old Spice shampoo, and I used it on not on my hair, like this hair, and not on this head recently, and I don't think I washed it off enough because after a couple hours I was like
burned?
Oh my God. Dude, it was all red and swollen. I was like, ooh. So I had to jump back in the shower to rinse it off to make sure it was fully off. And I was like, oh, this
It's like
hurts.
the good, like, old Icy Hot when I used to play football. Fucking, like, I remember one time I pulled, like, a hamstring or something.
Pull the hammy.
And, well, you had a girdle, which was, like, a fucking tight, fucking, like, boxer brief tight. They were fucking stretchy. And, well, I had to get Icy Hot and, like, a fucking massage with the ultrasound thing on my hamstring. Well, they fucking rubbed Icy Hot. Well, when Icy Hot's in tight areas and near your balls,
please tell me it got on your balls.
Yeah, and near your balls, it fucking heats up and it burns like a motherfucker. So you're like, oh, you're trying to get through fucking practice, and you're just like trying to rub it into your fucking girdle.
I got dared to bleach my pubes when I was in high school, and I did it. Yeah, don't ever do that. Don't ever do it. It burns, too.
What color?
Bleach.
Oh,
like when you bleach your hair, you get like the fucking, yeah. My pubes were like,
bleach
okay, they're
blonde.
dark, and then all of a sudden they're bleach blonde, but my fucking junk was like burning beyond belief.
That's all I got, Sean.
Yeah, so living alone's been different. Dried my dick out with Old Spice shampoo. Don't use Old Spice. Use lotion or anything else but, because that sucked.
Any final skid marks?
Drop stoners, not drugs. See?
Oh, my God.
I kept that clean, right? See? I reversed it. Talked about drying your dick out, and then don't do drugs, kids.
Unbelievable.
I got to piss like a racehorse, though. We do have a comment, if you want to read it.
Where's Dilbert? Dilbert is Dilberting. We'll leave it at that. What is my final skid mark tonight, John? Don't dye your pubes.
Don't bleach them. Don't bleach them.
Or what did I say, dye?
Yeah, don't bleach them.
Don't bleach them. Bleaching sounds way worse than dyeing. Oh, goodness. Well, tune in tonight to Dogfight Sports. They're starting around 9:30 here tonight. They're going to talk about March Madness, Indians home opener, probably some Eclipse talk as well. But tune in to Dogfight Sports at 9 p.m. But that's going to do it for tonight's show of the Abraham Drinking Podcast. Please share the show, tell a friend, follow us across all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. You can also find us on all listening platforms such as Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. But please share the show, tell a friend, follow us, catch us next week and throughout the week. Hasta la vista!